Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. Picking up where we left off, we are still in the Institute. We're about to go and talk to Father in order to pick up the quest. Now, I said I was going to do some research in between parts, and I did. And oh boy did I. Alright, so I think I have a plan of attack to get us as far down any of the quest lines as we can without triggering anything bad.
Now that
So
you've
I'm
had
going to
a chance
attempt
see
to,
the
but
Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
alright. So as you can see, just because the railroad brings in a synth and does their stuff for it, doesn't mean that synth is going to turn out to be a good person in the end, which makes sense. Alright. So now we can leave. So our first stop will be taking the serum to Virgil.
Geiger's going crazy on my suit.
Oh shit. And then now that we've teleported out,
Heads up.
Dance is here.
Right.
But
Dance?
we are
Something
we are
amiss.
gonna make him leave.
I think I need to run my mission solo for a while.
Affirmative. I'll see what I can do to make myself useful while you're gone. Ad Victoriam.
Alright, so we're gonna send him back to Sanctuary so that he's there. Because he doesn't like us giving Virgil this thing, and we're about to do a couple of Institute quests, and obviously he can't come in with us. But the next one also takes place on the surface, and he won't enjoy it, so...
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Did you expect it to?
No, of course not. It was far more likely that it would just blow up. But it didn't. You made it in. Were you able to find the serum?
I've got it
Sure
right
did.
here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
So it's good.
There's only one way to find out. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Alright. So now he's not kidding. If we come back in a week, we'll see the result. Like I said, that once you come out of the Institute, I do believe that's when the week starts. And if you don't bring him the serum by then, he's gone mad. But anyway, we also have the give the holotape to Sturgis, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Meet up with the Courser. Alright. Now, due to us having done everything in the game, basically, except for the quest, except for the main storyline, we obviously will need to max out both dances, which shouldn't take too long since we did do some running around with them, and our Courser buddies'
I'm ready to move in, sir.
affinity, if we want their perks.
You
Which
must
we
be
do.
the Courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack. Thought I heard something move. Enemy sighted.
So this happens sometimes. The Brotherhood shows up in their vertibird. And obviously begins an attack. Now, him killing the Brotherhood won't make a difference to our
challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping.
to our standing with them or anything. But obviously they do interrupt our attack or our conversation here.
Lost them. How much you got left in you?
Oh, and now the well, hell, if the Rust Devils are going after him, they're fucking dead. Guarantee that. Oh, and it's teleporting around, which isn't good.
Sloppy tactics, bad aim.
There it is.
You gotta be kidding me. Come on! Lost visual.
Oh, there's still some standing. Okay. Now, are you done?
You must be the Courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already
Sure. What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
Alright. So now our goal is just to basically... Now, we've already taken this place once, obviously, but that was a while ago, so even if it wasn't,
Think you can win this? Huh?
what the fuck is that noise?
Think you're tough? Come on.
It's almost like somebody's firing something. Like, it's almost like this gun is firing. Or something, you know, like... really does look like you just blast them to pieces. Anyway, I'm sure once we move away from it, we won't have to hear it anymore. We can go left, but right looks like it's a little bit of an easier walk. You got shot! It's what happens when you shoot at somebody. They shoot back. And if they're better aim than you, you get fucked.
Just drop, will you? I've got things to do. That's it.
So as you can see, X6 there has slightly more personality than the other Corsairs that we met, but I mean they had to do something if they're gonna make him a companion. Not that he's considered a companion as of yet. That's not Crouch in this game. Him. Get rid of him. Well, that one's already walking again. But that's the one with the fat man that I'm worried about. Because out of all the things in the game, the fat man's probably one of the few things that could actually take me down. I mean, technically, if enough of them fired on me, that could take me down as well. But I mean, the fat man does enough damage to probably do it in one hit. And if not, you know, I wouldn't. If I wasn't, I mean, I might be able to survive a direct hit on full health, or like a close hit on full health. But I mean, it probably wouldn't take much damage to finish me off, or get me low enough for him to finish me off. Now there's a legendary raider somewhere. You. No, wasn't you. Wait, is that? Either that's nothing or I missed. And I feel like either one is just as likely. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly in, like, this general area. I mean, it's gotta be that, right? And I just missed. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Way out. Oh, the hell? Well, clearly wasn't him that killed him. Anyway. Let us advance. We took out the one with the fat man. That doesn't mean that a different one won't go and pick up the fat man to use it, but... So, oh, somebody's stuck under the water again, apparently.
Show your face! Come on! I dare you!
That's got to be whoever's under the water.
Now. Who's it?
Yeah, it's got to be whoever's under the water.
Okay.
Oh, I think they drowned.
Shit's got ambush all over it.
Yeah, it does. Except that I should be the one getting ambushed.
Get some, motherfucker!
Not you. Oh, a Disciples armor piece. That's a Nuka World armor piece. That's interesting. That's the first one of those we've come across, which is odd. I didn't think that you could get those outside of Nuka World. I mean, just based on the fact that, like, you know, we killed how many raiders, including legendary ones and like other legendary enemies, and that's the first. Although I guess we did get the Nuka World gun, so I guess we have got some equipment from it. So I guess the fact that you can get an armor piece shouldn't be that surprising.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
What do you mean by reset his cognitive processes?
Put more simply, the recall code will render him unconscious, even while he's still standing. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Alright. I don't think we've actually seen one of the recall codes work before. If we had freed that synth girl when we were hunting the Courser, we could have seen him do it to her, but obviously we didn't, so. And apparently hers doesn't work properly anyway. Apparently when he says it, it just straight up kills her.
Made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Boss? Are you okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they
Don't forget to check your ammo.
Take them out!
You'll regret this. Back to work.
Alright.
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back.
So yeah, it's that easy. You can have a conversation with them before you use it, but there's very little.
Synth B592.
And there they go. Alright. Now then, cooked. Boop. Whoops. Damn it. Oh, my button's messed up. And into the Institute we go.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Alright. Now, the next quest should be interesting to say the least. In fact, it should be so interesting that I'm going to make a hard save right here.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Alright. Stairs down. This one. So it looks like we're on maybe the opposite end. There's the exit. But yeah, we're about to do a quest here that I don't know. I feel like it's the first instance where we may very well fuck it
Your new
up.
quarters are here, sir.
Hey.
Your quarters are just inside, sir.
Alright, so this is our new room.
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Clean room suit. Don't think I have one of those. Institute lab coat. I think I do have one of those, but I'll grab it anyway, just in case. Now, he said that there's a good stock of arm. Oh, there we go. Institute rifle and a jumper. I'm not sure we actually have the jumper, so I'll take that. And obviously, got a fuck ton of Institute rifles. Alright. Nice little room. Cozy place. Whatever. Alright. So let us go speak to Father. Yeah, as you can see that.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again.
I'm looking
Got it?
forward
Yes,
to the
sir.
next mission.
Understood.
The rest see me as little more than a glorified repairman. But I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
Anyway.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
That may, So there is a quest that if we hadn't done the tradecraft quest, that we would then have another quest available. But since we've joined the railroad, it's no longer available to us because they're exclusive with one from them.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill Monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
Alright. So now it's at this point that if we hadn't done the tradecraft quest, I do believe it is at this point now that you would then be fucked. If you go and talk... Now, you're not fucked until you go talk to your contact outside Bunker Hill.
You could learn a lot from.
But,
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
okay, well, we'll quick save here. Where's Pam? This way, right? Don't know what this is about. But I have a feeling it's like a go kill the Brotherhood or something.
Confirming presence of rogue variable. Dispensing data. There are 3 independent reports of Courser activity. Analysis completed based on target's activity pattern, location, and suspected trajectory. Conclusion. The Institute is actively looking for railroad assets. Stopgap solution. Terminate Courser threats whenever possible.
Wouldn't killing a Courser blow my cover?
2 facts. Fact 1. If rogue variable leaves no survivors, chance of undercover mission being compromised is 1.3%. Railroad Alpha has deemed this an acceptable level of risk to preserve the current railroad organization construct. Fact 2. Only agents of designated subclass Heavy capable of eliminating Courser threat.
Seems logical to me.
This unit's logic circuits are fully functional. Target designated Courser Alpha is in a defended location with lower generation synth targets. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no survivors. End of discussion.
Alright. So, hang on, let me check this, because she specifically said 3 coursers, right?
Systems locked.
So it's possible that there is only 3 of these.
Operation Tea Party.
It looks like they can send you to Nuka World for this. Thankfully, they did not.
All processes are busy. Recalibrating using new data set.
Okay, so she does say that there's 3, but now that thing I just read specified that in survival mode she'll only give you 3. So I don't know if that means that she'll keep giving them to us here, because I
just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
I'll stick with my people in the Minutemen.
Of course I'm disappointed. But hopefully in time you'll come around. The fate of the synths depends on it.
Anyway.
Desdemona.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth people. And time again, that character has been proven to be rotten. The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute. Order them to help, and they'd mutiny.
I'll stick with my people in...
Of course I'm disappointed.
Okay, so yeah, obviously, apparently you have to side with them if you want their help at the Battle for Bunker Hill, but that somewhat makes sense. But anyway, let's go kill this guy. Go kill this courser. Now, obviously, if they send us to Nuka World, I don't really want to do that, but I can always quick save before we turn in this quest, and that should alter what location we get if we reload. Now, once we finish the Battle for Bunker Hill, we should do another quest immediately afterwards. That's just a conversation. That should unlock X6 to, oh no, he's up another floor. X6 as a companion for us. Now, unfortunately, like I said, there isn't a huge amount of quests we can do with him to raise his thing, but weirdly enough, we may be able to do a... Really? There's no path... I really thought that would be a path out of here for me.
All systems. Arm actuator damaged. Lower limb actuator damaged.
Nope. Still need that heavy synth piece. Now, obviously, because we're currently on good terms with the Institute, none of these guys are going to attack us. Which is obviously a good thing. Oh my god, seriously. Fuck, do I go up in this place? Forgot just how much of a fucking maze this is.
Contact detected. Possibly.
Fuck off.
Attacking enemy. Appears to be nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration.
Maybe. Hey, buddy. Wow. Oops. Wow, I have shitty aim.
By
They're
order
not.
of the...
Good lord. Okay. What heavy synth piece was I missing? I want to say it was like a right leg or right arm. Or something, if I'm not mistaken. Heavy synth. Right leg it is. Oh my god, seriously? Stupid little things.
Scanning unknown identity. Primary sensor critically damaged. Sensor unknown.
Nope.
Prepare to be terminated.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. Systems offline.
Good lord, there's a lot of them.
Terminating hostile life form.
Any, come on. Heavy synth right leg, how hard is that? Another heavy synth chest piece.
Engaging.
Oh, it's a duffel bag. Okay, should we... No, that's just a door to the Commonwealth. Whatever. I was gonna look for that chain door and unchain it, but... guess it doesn't really matter. What enemies are nearby exactly? Huh? None. Absolutely fucking none. Look, fire my gun. Oh, look, now I have an enemy. Way over there. Because you know what? It's probably whatever synth or Mirelurk or whatever was aggroed onto me.
Active sensors. Nothing more. Hostile sensor reading detected.
And it, when I left the building, it probably came out a different fucking door. Yeah, that's not what I want.
Attacking enemy.
See, you don't even have a right leg on. And neither do you, so I don't care enough to find you. You, on the other hand, were legendary, so what do you have? What did you have? Cunning right arm. Heavy synth right leg. There it is. That is our last armor piece that we needed.
Your termination.
Now then, are we good? Thank God.
We send a holotape, and boom, everything taken care of. It was kind of spooky.
I don't know why I can never remember that Pam's to the left, and I keep thinking she's to the right. Like, I don't...
Commencing recurrence analysis using De Brovian method.
One less courser.
Mission's outcome correctly predicted. Warning. Odds of more coursers being discovered are extremely high. Reward for service delivered.
Okay, so yeah, based on that, it sounds like it is going to just continue. And the fact that what I read specified that, specified that it had to be a, in survival mode to only take 3.
Work with us instead of the Minutemen.
I mean, here's the really annoying part, is that there's no way to work with all of them.
I'll work with you then.
You have no idea. What I'm about to tell you is there's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute, who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the codename Patriot. So you need to infiltrate the Institute and make contact with Patriot.
I'll do my best.
Excellent. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. And, if all goes well, he'll respond. Just see Tom, and you can proceed from there.
Alright, so with
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
There we go.
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
Stockton and the synths are depending on us. We can't let them down.
Well said. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
With me working the inside angle, this is doable.
We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Alright, so now we've informed them.
Hey.
Now...
It's the one.
Now, she did say to talk us to Tom, and like I said, there is a way to go, I think, down the quest lines at least a little ways, except for the railroad. Mainly because while we can do part of that underground undercover quest, we actually can't really complete it. So I don't see the point in continuing down it right now, is the thing, right? So we're not going to touch that. I do plan on, hopefully, doing some stuff with the Brotherhood.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismissed, soldier.
Alright, so there we go. And then optionally we've informed the Brotherhood. So, with that, we now will have the Brotherhood, the Institute, and the Railroad all there, causing one hell of a mess. But anyway, with that, now outside the wires give the holotape. We don't plan on doing that. We don't plan on doing that. Now we actually, come to think of it, from within. Ah, fuck. How do I misspell with? Ugh. I mean, hitting the wrong button, obviously, but... So, companion reactions. Because obviously, we could, if we do the battle for Bunker Hill, we can do that before recruiting Dr. Lee. And who we've already met and talked to. Alright, and unsurprisingly, X688 doesn't really like you recruiting Dr. Lee to the Brotherhood. So we should probably go and do that first. Locate Dr. Lee, which for some reason isn't showing up on the thing. But whatever, like I said, we already know where she is. So we shall go and recruit her first. Now, was she in robotics, or was she... No, she was advanced systems, right? Synth retention. There we go, advanced systems. Hopefully she's in here. Yeah, there she is.
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Alright. So there we go. We got her on board. Now, I'm not sure if I need to be in the main room to teleport out or not. Now, with that, we're going to end this part. I guess I could go and tell him that I've got her back. There's no reason to save that until next part. But yeah, next part, we'll start with the battle for Bunker Hill, which, once again, I believe I can do without pissing anybody off, but we'll just have to wait
I
and see.
received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
Will she be harmed if she doesn't cooperate?
Absolutely not. We have big plans for Dr. Lee, including the resurrection of one of her greatest creations. The last thing we'd want to do is kill the Golden Goose. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Alright. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell these character things are for. Or, like, the companion reactions are for, 'cause I didn't even have any of those options. But anyway, yeah, so now until we complete from the Wire or whatever the fuck it was called. We can't continue with the Brotherhood quest line, but that's fine. And even though we told the Railroad that we'll work with them, we should be good to continue working with the Minutemen. Like I said, that just starts the Underground Undercover. And we should be fine on that. Alright, so yeah, the Battle for Bunker Hill should be the next thing that we do. Oh, actually. Whoops. Let's turn on both of those, shall we? And get
Joining our
that done.
cause was the wisest
Because we may as well get rid of the technical documents out of our inventory. Not that they weigh anything, I don't think, but still. We may as well get them out. Well, I guess we won't get the technical documents one out.
Knight. You have technical
I found some technical documents.
These look rather Here are the caps that are coming. Remember,
another 6 caps.
Check every building you.
Okay, and then did I not see gap up above? Stairs. Here we go.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder.
And open personal storage.
Had enough.
And there we go. Alright. So that got that out of there. And then obviously the other one, like I said, will never come out. Well, it might once. Well, I don't know. Once we actually do the final quest, it might. But yeah, next part, we'll start with the Battle of Bunker Hill. And I should be able to do it, like I said, without pissing anybody off. And then that will unlock our next Institute quest, which will give us the X688 for a companion. And then we have a couple of Institute quests to do. And then we'll actually do a few Brotherhood quests with him, which I realize sounds weird, but he actually does enjoy, or he actually does like all of the responses that that I plan on doing for it. So yeah, we'll do a few, which will get us to the point where I'll dance his personal quest and everything. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.